My name is Denton Infield, known at the shelter as DJ. I'm an animal control officer, chief animal control officer and manager of the Newark shelter. Being able to handle, be around lions, I've been with elephants, chimpanzees, orangutans. All my life I've had snakes. So I'm pretty well experienced in handling and keeping animals in captivity. Positive and negative aspects of working in an animal shelter is the negatives is to see the amount of cruelty that people do to animals, the abuse, animals left without food, water, shelter, the blistering heat or the freezing cold. That's the negative things. It hurts you. It's a part of you that your heart is hurt, and sometimes you want revenge on these people that do this to animals. But unfortunately, you've got to control yourself and be poisoned straight and understand that this is what life is all about. The positive aspects is being able to get that animal into a shelter, give it all the tender loving care that it needs, good food, good shelter, good life. We put him in a home, and I guarantee you that that animal is going to make the family the best pet they've ever had. That's the positive aspects, is that to see that dog being rehomed into a home where he's loved, and to see the love that that dog gives back to that family, or cat. Another negative thing working in the shelter is the spay and neuter problem we have in the United States and most of the world, is that people should generate a law forcing people to spay and neuter their animals unless they are a breeder and pay a breeding license per year. And the people that have pets or domestic animals as pets that are spayed and neutered should be paying a minimum license fee of $5 to $10 a year. But the people that are breeding these animals should pay up to $1,000 a year, because they're making a lot of money on breeding these animals and selling these puppies. But it will eliminate the backyard breeding and puppy mills. This is the biggest and the most negative thing in a welfare organization, is backyard breeding and puppy mills. People that are very, very cruel to animals, it's all about money, it's not about the welfare of the animal. They don't care if the animal is overbred. Animals can pick up diseases between each other. There's no veterinary treatment given to these animals. This is the real negative side of welfare. The positive side is being able to just save that one animal. The one that's just a special animal to everybody. That's the benefit that keeps me going all these years. We have no background history on this animal. We do not know if it's house trained. We do not know if it's good with children. We don't know what kind of background this animal has whatsoever. So you adopting what we would call a footstoots dog, you don't understand anything of what this dog's done. You as an owner are going to have to learn how to handle this animal. You're going to have to take the animal for obedience training, not necessarily to a professional. You can train obedience on your own. You can go on any internet site and it will show you the basic training, discipline training of an animal. Make sure that your animal is taught how to be housebroken. Praise him when he whittles or messes on the paper. Discipline him when he doesn't. When I mean discipline, I don't mean beating and scolding your dog, but there must be something he doesn't like. Smacking on the counter with a newspaper, giving him a fright. Showing him that it's wrong to go to the bathroom in the places that he shouldn't go. And when he should go, he gets praised. Eventually you can move the paper outside and the dog will be fully house trained. Cats we're lucky with. Cats tend to like to bury their feces and their urine. It's up to the owner's responsibility to make sure that that sand is cleaned every single day. Feces and urine accumulate disease. Leaving a dirty litter pan in a house for in excess of 1 day, you're actually spreading disease. So it's up to the owner's responsibility to make sure that these things are done. We also supply them with CDs, basic CDs on how to train your dog and train your cat. We try and give them as much education as possible before they leave the facility with their dog or cat. when it comes to the situation of pit bulls, yes, our shelter is in Newark. 90% of our animals are pit bulls. But due to the circumstances of everybody in the surrounding area of the shelter believe that pit bull is all a macho image dog. A pit bull can make a lovely family pet. The problem is with pit bulls is the people that own them. They don't train them correctly. They abuse them by tying them up in backyards, making them aggressive, teaching them how to fight. One of the most cruel things working as a welfare officer is to see the amount of pit bulls that come into our hospital, torn and ripped to pieces in fights, in dog fights. And because they lose, they throw into the side of the street, on the curb, and left for us to pick up and heal. These can make beautiful house dogs, and people just don't have respect for them. Everyone thinks a pit bull is just a nasty dog, it's going to attack you, it's going to bite you. No, not all pit bulls are that way. It's the way that people bring the dog up. It's always the people that make the mistakes. But pit bull fighting is gross, it's outrageous, it's non-human. If you've actually physically seen two dogs tearing at each other and not intervening and separating them, and see how they go at each other's throats and rip each other's throats to pieces, it's vulgar. One of my weirdest experiences here was actually in the city of Newark. I was out on the road as an emergency animal control officer, and I got a call from the PD to tell me there was a bull running in Friedenhuizen Avenue. Sounded kind of weird to know there was a bull running in Friedenhuizen, but anyway, I got into my truck and I came to investigate, and yes, we had a 500-pound bull running around Newark, and I chased this bull practically most of the evening with the police. Jumping over cars on Route 21, going over cars at North Broad Street. We managed to move him down to South Street in downtown Newark, and we got him entrapped in a little compound area. The backyard, closed off the fence. I went in and I had to lasso him. Lucky enough for me, my boss had given me a lasso rope as a gift a couple of months back, and I still laughed when he gave it to me. I thought, when would I ever use this, up in Newark? And yeah, that day I did use the lasso, and it came in very handy. We managed to subdue the bull, we tranquilized it, we moved it down to Lacey, and he had a happy life.